My child refused to eat any homemade food. He's not at all interested to have dal chawal or roti sabji. Rather, he's only interested to have pizza, burger, Pepsi, biscuits, cola, all that junk. Is this your struggle? Are you facing the same problem like millions of other mothers? If yes, then this video is for you. Here in this video, we are going to discuss about 11 very simple yet effective tips which are going to help your child to develop a healthy eating habit. So without wasting any time, let's get started. Hello everyone, welcome to Wellness Munch. Understand one thing. We are living in an obesogenic environment. Now what does that mean? That means we are in a situation where the entire environment is actually forcing us to become unhealthy. Yes, look at around. If you want to eat something healthy, you actually have to search for it. Otherwise, the stores are piled up with junk food, right? If you want to go for a long walk, you have to search for a footpath. If you want your child to play in a park, you have to search for it, where your child can play safe. In short, the situation is not very much in our favor if you want to become healthy and fit. We got to be very, very determined and focused to achieve our goal. Now the struggle is pretty much same for your kids too. They have lack of physical activity. They are surrounded by all kind of junk food from the very beginning of their life. So if you want to break this cycle, we have to work hard. So here are the 11 very simple yet effective tips for you, which I'm sure is going to help your child to develop a good, healthy eating habit. Tip number 1, educate yourself. Yes, you know what? Half the time we make our food choices based on food advertisement. But are you very sure that whatever the claims are made there in the advertisement are true? Not really. Yes, it might be heartbreaking, but it is true that half the time they make all the false claims. So you got to educate yourself and understand what are the foods which are good for your child and which are not. Make a habit to read the food label and the nutrition information given at the back of the packet. Yes, that is essential to make any kind of food choices. Now, what are the ingredients you should be always keeping distance with? If there are refined flour, refined sugar, refined oil, or refined salt, or artificial flavors, artificial colors, loads of preservatives, these are the things not really very good for your child. Research suggests when a child is overexposed to all these ingredients for a long time, so there are evidence how these food components actually not only make negative impact on your physical health, but at the same time on the mental health of your child. Poor concentration, irritability, attention deficiency, lack of concentration, poor memory, or hyperactivity. All these problems are related with these kind of food components if it is given for the longer period of time. So before you buy anything, any food products, make a habit to check the nutrition information and the ingredient list at the back. Yes, they are in the smallest possible font, I'm aware of it, but you must make that effort. If you're interested to know how to read the food label, then I have a separate video on that. I'll put that link in the description. You can check that out. Tip number 2, start ASAP. Don't wait for your child to go completely off track and dependent on junk food. Rather, start taking action as early as possible. Try to give only healthy food from the very beginning. Yes, I mean that the weaning period. You know, that is the time when most of the parents introduce ready-to-eat weaning food or supplementary food for their child, which is totally wrong. You know, you can get the same kind of nutrition, in fact, better nutrition for your child if you're cooking the meal at home. I know those kids who are dependent on those supplementation, they're chubby, and we have obsession with chubby kids. But trust me, being chubby and being healthy are completely different. There are studies which shows later in life those chubby kids may face hormonal issues. So do not wait for the right time. This is the right time and start as early as possible. Tip number 3, manage peer pressure. Now this is serious. You are facing peer pressure and your kids are facing that too, especially if they are around 5 years old, for making food choices. Now what do? Be confident. You are educated, you get the education first, what is good for your child and what is not. Always bank on natural food, fruits, vegetables, grain, pulse, all that natural, normal food. Never ever bank on supplementation or any kind of health drink. So you get the knowledge and then start passing that knowledge to your peer group. So you become a role model. Instead of following others, you become the leader. Update your knowledge time to time and don't just get influenced by others. You do your own research. Tip number 4. Talk and explain. If handling peer group is difficult for you, it is difficult for your kids too. So always try to explain why you are saying no to certain foods. Do not just impose your opinion or food choices on them. That is not going to be helpful from any angle. They are smart, they are young, they will understand. You can take help from any educational tool to explain the situation. So explain them why you are saying no to cola, biscuits, candies, pizza, burgers, to have it frequently. They are smart, they will understand. Tip number 5, you adopt it first. See, before you impose any rule or any food choices on your kid, start adopting that for yourself, because whatever is good for you, it is good for your kids too. So you cannot suggest something to your kid which you are not adopting or you are not following, right? So make the change first within yourself and then expect it to percolate to your kids. Let's start with your kitchen. Make your kitchen healthy, because if your kitchen is healthy, whatever is coming out from your kitchen is going to be healthy. How to do that? I have made a separate video on how to make your kitchen healthy. I'll put that link also in the description below. You can check that out. Tip number 6, observe your kids' eating pattern. Yes, this is very important. See, there are kids who love sugary food. There are kids who love salty foods. Try to understand which is your child's preference. So whenever you are making a healthy choice, you are suggesting them a healthy alternative, it has to be aligned with their taste bud. For example, if your child love having instant noodle, why don't you replace that with homemade normal noodle? Try to figure out, is your child having all the food groups or not? What are the food groups that your child is missing out? There are 7 to 8 food groups which one should be taking on a daily basis. For example, grains, dal and pulses, sprouts, nuts and seeds, fruits and vegetables, a milk and milk product, or if you're a non-vegetarian, then all the non-vegetarian food. So try to understand which food group your child enjoy the most, okay, and what are the groups they are not at all interested. So figure out that and then slowly try to introduce that food group in your child's diet. So for example, if your child doesn't like to have fruits, try it with smaller quantity. Try it with the fruit which your child loves the most, and then slowly turn it into his habit. Tip number 7, plan your menu. I can't tell you how important is it. Planning menu, and especially planning your breakfast, lunch, evening snack and dinner, it is essential in today's world. Why? Because we are always busy. We are busy with our office work. No one is just sitting for cooking food, right? That's why you need to have a plan, and if the plan is foolproof, there is no way you can go out of track. Tell me something, when is the time when you go completely off track from your diet? Probably it's the evening time, because we generally don't plan for evening snack. That is something we keep it open. Dekha jayega, right? Whatever we will get, something we will have, like that. But do not do that. That's why I'm saying, if you plan your evening snack along with breakfast, lunch, dinner beforehand, you know what is going to come from your kitchen at that time. Then according to that, you can make your shopping, you can make your meal preparation, and that is going to be very, very helpful eventually. If it is an unplanned meal, then there is big chance to end up having junk. And of course, do not forget to take your child's opinion while you're making a menu plan. Yes, it has to be a family affair. The whole family sit together and decide what you guys are going to have for the next 1 week for all the 4 meals: breakfast, lunch, evening snack, as well as dinner. Tip number 8, involve your kid in shopping. Be it online or offline, always involve your kid while you are shopping. Why? Because then, they will feel important. They will understand what are the foods which are going to come in the house. And I know at times they will throw tantrum, they will want some junk maybe. But you got to act smart there. Try to always give them a healthy alternative. That is why the tip number 1, educate yourself, is important. So when your kid will know that these are the foods are going to come for this weekly ration, so then it will minimize the chance of sudden demand for junk. Tip number 9, involve your child during cooking. Understand one thing, we always think, oh my God, that kid will make my kitchen top messy. Yes, they will. But it is important. Let them explore with foods. Then only they will develop a love for food. And they will understand the value of good food. So it is very, very important to involve them in your kitchen. Give them some small task. They enjoy getting responsibilities, and I'm sure they will try hard to fulfill it. Getting involved in kitchen will also give them an idea how difficult it is to make a food, and then your child will start respecting the food that you cook. Tip number 10, mealtime is a fun time. Always have meal along with your family. Avoid feeding your child separately. Always give them a separate chair, a separate bowl, separate cutlery, just the way you are having your meal. Make them feel an individual. That will help them to imitate you and follow you while you are eating. Eat slow. Do not make fuss like eat fast and finish your meal right away. Do not do that. At least give them 25 to 30 minutes to finish their meal. That is going to improve their digestion. They will be able to chew the food. Encourage them to chew the food, and you also start learning again how to chew the food, because half of the time we are in hurry and we don't chew food, we just gulp it down. So make it a relaxed affair. Mealtime has to be a fun time. Stay away from all kind of electronic gadgets. Just allow dinner table conversation. Make it a relaxed family time. And of course, ignore the mess that your child is creating on the dinner table. That is okay, that is fine. Allow them to learn it, allow them to explore with food. They will learn how to eat properly and understand all the table decorum soon. Tip number 11. If your child is still fussy, then please try to understand what is the real reason or inner reason. Do you think only we are stressed? We often ignore the fact that your kids might be stressed too. They have their peer pressure. They have their own reason to get stressed out. The reason might be very silly to you, but it is not for them. And we have seen this kind of cases often. During the mealtime only, they start feeling abdominal pain, they feel nauseatic, they cannot eat, they throw up. All that problem starts happening. If you're seeing these signs and you have no explanation to understand why it is happening, then maybe it is a good time to talk to them in person. Try to understand what is making them feel so stressed, why they are behaving like this. There might be some very silly issue, but you got to fix it. Just talk to them. Give them an assurance that you are there with them. Do not scold. Try to understand the problem. I hope the video was useful for you. If it was, please hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, share it with your friends, and press the bell notification. If you have any queries, feel free to comment us. We will be coming back soon with some other interesting video. Till then, stay happily healthy. Bye-bye.